don't know what it is with this team. They looked good. They looked good. Crazy how literally just 2 little slip-ups and the entire game goes to shit. I don't get it. It's like every time they lose embarrassingly, they try and one-up themselves. Hello everybody and welcome to DDFR number 23 on the season. Today we are going to react to the Ducks playing against the Nashville Predators in Nashville, where they lost 2-1 in overtime. Let's hop right into it. Looking at the 3 stars of the game, I agree with maybe one of them. Like, don't really think that Yossi did all that much this game. I don't think that Sissons did all that much this game. Duchesne played really well. The 2 assists definitely should probably be up there for, one of the stars of the game. But the other 2 stars should probably be UC Saros and John Gibson. They had 34 and 39 saves respectively. And yeah, this was 2 goalies just fighting it out. So some good news for this game. Urho Vakanainen was back in the lineup for the first time all season. He got injured in preseason, and it looked pretty scary. He had to be taken to the hospital. He slammed his head really hard into the boards, and it wasn't really anybody's fault. He was just trying to make a defensive play, lost an edge, and slammed into the boards. But it was really great to see Vakanainen back. I didn't think we were going to see him back this soon, but he looked at home in this game. He didn't look out of position at all. He looked pretty strong defensively. It was really comforting to see Vakanainen look that good. This game was relatively tame compared to other games the Ducks have played. Only 2 penalties. Both were on the Ducks. Both were pretty obvious calls to make. Kulikov high stick Roman Yossi. That was very easy to call. Yossi's head snapped back and everything. And Strome got his stick underneath Granlund's skate at one point. Both of those, the Ducks were able to kill off. The penalty kill looked pretty good this game. And yeah, this game was mostly just about how the Ducks made a few mistakes and it cost them. The first period, the Ducks started off pretty slow. They were chasing a little bit. But then as the period started to progress, the Ducks penalty kill came in, gave them a little boost of energy, and then they were just trading barbs back and forth between the 2 teams pretty much the rest of the period. Nothing too dangerous, but both Gibson and Saros were playing really well. They were seeing through screens. They were making saves that they probably could have allowed a few goals, but they didn't. Both of the goalies looked really good. Approaching the halfway point in the second period, Ducks get a 2-on-none with Troy Terry and Trevor Zegras. Troy Terry makes a move, backhand, forehand, and then passes to Zegras with the net staring at Troy Terry wide open. He doesn't realize this. He's already made his decision. But this is a play where he should be shooting for the rebound. You shoot for the rebound for Z, and you hope that Z gets the rebound and is able to put this one away. Terry has just passed this puck backwards. You see what I'm talking about, though? He had a wide open net. Saros knew that the pass was coming the entire way. Stone, Zegras, and what else can you say other than, well, probably should have shot on that one. Then we get to one of the few mistakes the Ducks make this game that really cost them. This mistake was John Gibson's. He misplays a puck behind the net and turns it over in the defensive zone. Ducks scrambling to try and get the puck back end up icing the puck. When the Ducks ice the puck, they can't change. So, John Gibson effectively caused the Ducks to be caught out on the ice. And yeah, as the Ducks finally get the puck down the ice a little bit, a few of them try and go change, and then this happens. as you can see here, Silfverberg's chasing. Silfverberg is out of gas. This is right after the icing, so Silfverberg hasn't been able to change. Silfverberg's out of gas, chasing the Sissons here. We have Matt Duchene right here, coming in on Cam Fowler. This isn't really anybody's fault other than the situation that came of John Gibson misplaying the puck. Like, again, not really Gibson's fault regarding trying to make the save. Not much he could do on it. Not Silfverberg's fault. Couldn't get a change. Like, this is just poor puck management leading to the Ducks being hemmed in their own zone, which led to an easy goal. Again, it wasn't Fowler. It was Vakanainen who was trying to cut off the pass. He did a decent job. Matt Duchene, he's been playing real well in Nashville the past few seasons. And Sissons just gets this through Gibson. And the Preds take a 1-0 lead about halfway through the game. In the third period, the Ducks are actually controlling most of the play. They've kind of had the Preds on their heels this whole period. And then kind of a harmless shot from Troy Terry just fools UC Saros. And yeah, Troy Terry ties this game up at 1. Terry's kind of gotten into this thing where he does this like no-look shot. It's fooled a few goalies. Here it kind of fools Saros because it doesn't look like he's getting ready to shoot. He's just kind of staring at the puck and just kind of throws it at the net without looking where he's shooting the puck. It's kind of a smart play. You don't expect a shot from the goalie when the shooter isn't looking at you, you know? As you can see here, Saros just doesn't get the glove down quick enough, and the puck just kind of squeaks by him. This is the hallmark of good goal scorers, is scoring goals that probably shouldn't have been scored. So we can make the assumption that Troy Terry is a good goal scorer, man. He takes shots and they just somehow find the back of the net. When you've got it as a goal scorer. There's not much to say other than that. Troy Terry just keep shooting the puck, man. When you throw the puck on net, good things tend to happen. Looking at the shot chart in overtime, you would never guess that the Ducks controlled most of overtime. So the thing about the Ducks is that they control in overtime, but half the time they don't shoot. As you can see here, they have 2 shots, one of them being on net. Trevor Zegras took a shot that was blocked by Roman Josi, and Ryan Strome took a shot that UC Saros saved. Yeah, I mean, 2 shots on net, and then from there on out, the Preds controlled play. It wasn't much longer, and then the Ducks decided to do this. At this point, the Ducks have kind of been out there for a while. They just got possession again, and they're trying to scramble for a change. That's really what's happening here. And so Adam Henrique sees Trevor Zegras here. He sees that the Nashville forward, or the forward here, because that's Josi right here, is right here. And he throws this into an area where only Trevor Zegras can get to it. Instead of Trevor Zegras just tossing this puck just up the boards a little bit, right where this guy's pointing, he goes back where this guy is pointing, this way. This was a mistake. This was a mistake by Trevor Zegras. And then he makes an even bigger mistake. I don't know if this was supposed to go to John Gibson or Colton White here, but he throws this puck in between both of them. So I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but as Zegras is passing here, Colton White, not looking at him. John Gibson, not looking at him. This is a recipe for disaster. At this point, we now have John Gibson like, oh shit, that wasn't meant for you, was it? Trevor Zegras like, oh shit, I didn't put that close enough to Gibson. and Colton White saying, "Oh shit, that might have been to me and I wasn't paying attention." So we now have Matt Duchene coming in from the point here, Mikael Granlund coming in getting the puck here, Trevor Zegras chasing him, and Adam Henrique attempting to make a change. The Ducks now in full panic mode. Don't cut off any of the passing lanes. Matt Duchene, right there. Wide open. That's a dangerous player who scored 40 goals last year. Wide open. Zegras tries to not only take out the shot, but try and take out the pass a little bit as well. But as you can see, Jossi's all alone. This is the dude who had over 90 points as a defenseman last year. This isn't John Gibson's fault. Gibson gives every effort he can. And Josi goes up and over his shoulder. Preds win 2-1 in overtime. Looking at the expected goals for each team, you can see that John Gibson really kept the Ducks in this one. And you can see that UC Saros let in less goals than were expected. This was a game of two goalies that really battled it out. I think Gibson did play better than UC Saros. He had the one mistake that really cost the goal. But, it wasn't like directly causing the goal. So, yeah, this was a game where Ducks let their goalie down and the Preds just were able to break through. Ducks' next game is against the Dallas Stars on Thursday, the 1st of December, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. That would be 7:30 Central Time, and I believe 6:30 Mountain Time. I think the Stars are Central Time. I could be wrong, but I think it's Bally Sports for both the Ducks and the Stars. Obviously, different for each perspective region. Southern California, Bally for the Ducks, and I believe it's just Dallas Bally Sports. I could be wrong. About that. But the rest of the country, you can catch the game on ESPN Plus, and the Canadians, you guys can either catch it on TSN or Sportsnet. Stars are rolling. Stars look really good. Jason Robertson is leading the Stars in pretty much every single category. Jake Ottinger, goalie of the future for the Stars, goalie now of the Stars. He's looked very good this season. And surprisingly, Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin are kind of back. They are putting up a lot of points, which we haven't seen in a long time from these two. The Stars kind of look like a wagon right now. They're first in the Central, and in all honesty, kind of expect them to beat up on the Ducks. But we will see how the game plays out on Thursday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Thank you all so much for showing up and supporting. I appreciate everybody who watches the DDFRs. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe button if you really like it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.